Once you decide to be a boss, that's where you begin to lose it. I don't think I'm defined by the title or the name. I'm just a human being in this town trying hard to stay alive and survive for as long as I can. So essentially I'm like a hustler in this town trying to just survive. So I don't exactly have like a box in which I say this is who I am, this is what I do. No, I'm not exactly defined by that, but really I try to continue struggling to be alive, which is pretty much what everybody else does. First of all, boss I think is a wrong attitude. Once you say boss comes with this connotation like you're on top of others, you're the king, you're the all powerful, your ideas must be fully adhered to. I think once you decide to be a boss, that's where you begin to lose it, because the world needs fewer of the bosses but more of the leaders. At most, managers are people who do things preset. So you have targets, you have terms of reference, you have things to achieve. So you go out and actually achieve them. Whereas leaders actually take the problems at hand, find solutions for them, build a team around themselves to try to achieve this set of objectives. So the world needs those mostly leaders. So whether you're a boss or leader or manager, you need to struggle to be a leader. And I think leadership is what we badly need. And so when you want to be the boss or the leader in this case that people want to work for, the best one is one, know that everybody on your team can at any one time be productive. So your role should be to identify and strengths are, and find ways to make sure those strengths come through as they work. Because you'll find often we'll say, this person cannot work with us, this person is is not able to deliver, mainly because that person is being judged on something they are not able to do, something they are not used to. Somebody said that if you try to judge a fish by the way it runs, you'll always keep thinking the fish is lazy. But if you take it to the water, then you'll know you can actually judge it able, the distance it can cover. So as a leader, we must be able to identify the strengths of our teammates, identify what makes them who they are. If somebody, for example, doesn't like waking up early, you cannot say, I'm going to force people to come and sign in. You say, okay, I understand this one doesn't want to come early, or this one wants to work in a place that is enclosed, or this one prefers to work with other people. So then you form your team based on their competencies, based on their strengths. And then you identify the weaknesses and find ways in which to actually improve the weaknesses. So as a boss or leader, as I prefer to call it, you need to be able to see these people and identify exactly what makes them better, and then amplify that. That's one. Two is honesty and transparency. You see, people will come to you and talk to you openly and share ideas with you if they feel you take in and you give out openly. But if they realize that for you have a shield and you're the boss and nobody talks to you and people, then you'll miss out on the ideas people have, and even the ideas you share with them are seen as an oppressor. They want to feel they have participated in ideas. Then thirdly is ability to listen, because people will share with you if they feel you are actually listening. But most of us, you find that when you're in a position of responsibility, power gets into your head. You want to be giving instruction, and people resist. People always resist things that they have not participated in making. If somebody has participated in making a constitution, it makes it easier for them to follow the constitution. If somebody feels the constitution is yours, you made it, they'll actually try to push back. So if somebody feels you actually listen to them genuinely, and listen to them and understand their point of view and what they are saying, it's very easy for you to guide and lead these people. So then it will be easier for you as a boss. You'll be a boss that people would want to work with because they think you actually listen. Then fourthly, it is an issue of understanding the field where your leadership is required. You know, like when Arsenal had that coach, people had issues with Unai Emery. Some people thought, he does not have any ideas. But then when everybody brings Mourinho matches is failing lately, everybody says Mourinho knows what he's doing. So in every field, as a leader, you must be competent, and this can't be gained. You don't have to. We don't know everything, but in every field you go to and you want to be the leader, it's very important to be fully informed about the position that you're leading. So if it is, for example, manufacturing, you'll be very good at the product, understand the market, understand the dynamics. So that when you're talking, people respect you to know what you're doing. But if I think you don't know what you're doing, whatever you're telling me, I feel I can actually, so it becomes very difficult. So you need to really come through as competent, come through as informed, come through having a better understanding of what is happening. So you must be totally competent. So I think those are probably like top in terms of what you would be somebody people would want to work with. Our perception of size of business varies. To me, any business that is lower than $1 million in turnover is assumed to be a smaller business. And all of these businesses that we actually run started out as smaller businesses. Very, very small. And as it is, the majority of us will only have the capacity to start a smaller business, not a big one. And even when you look at the big businesses that exist now, if you look at Google, if you look at Apple started in a garage, they were making calculators. Only one calculator is what they made at the beginning. If you look at Google, if you look at Facebook, started in a college and people are there and they're trying to communicate, and that's how it started. Very small. So even the biggest of biggest businesses don't necessarily come through as, they don't start as big businesses. People start somewhere and do something iconic, and then it grows and becomes big. If you can do smaller business well, because the majority of the businesses which actually start in Uganda die before their first birthday, and these are many. 85% they say, 87% don't see their first birthday. So I looked at an opportunity of being able to talk to people who are struggling like I am, to set up and run smaller businesses. The challenges are nearly similar. The difference is in what we are doing, but eventually the process is almost the same. The books which are there for big people, millionaires, big organizations, and people are saying I did this, and sometimes the stories are unbelievable. But now I'm just saying, okay, let me do something that is normal, that is usual, and we see what we can do between what we are doing now, the normal way of running the business. How can we make sure our business survives? That is the fifth anniversary. If we do the smaller businesses well, these businesses will grow and become big businesses. In the book, you'll be able to find out the basics, because I share an honest account of how of the businesses that we have started, how we formed them, how we joined hands with other people, how they were run, the challenges we faced, an honest account. And these are not 1-2 businesses, but several. So we shared the details on how the process that we went through, the challenges we made, how we recruited people, how we were able to grow from A to B, how we moved from one company to another company. How did we actually do that? And that honest account, for most people who have read this, I've said, yeah, wow, I have experienced the same, or I would want to start. No, it makes it clear for me, I can now actually start that. So the book helped a lot of people. Those who are starting, those who are doing small business, and those who have gone through it. They kind of feel, yeah, we are together on this. I actually also felt this same way.